Okay, Coach, want to start us off with a statement about the last meet and then coming into this week?
Yeah, I mean, our last competition here at home, you guys okay?
Yeah.
Our last competition here at home was, we had a good meet, good competition. We had very competitive schools were here. That's 2 meets in a row here at home that we have had a good competitive meet. And the last one was a little better than the first one. Now this third meet we go to up at Arkansas is another step up. And that's the way we kind of plan the season. We'll see most of the conference this weekend at Arkansas, and then a few out-of-conference people right now, Oklahoma and Oklahoma State, and some of those people will be here as well. So this will be a very competitive meet.
How much do you look forward to this? I know a lot of your kids have been to Arkansas quite a few times, but just in terms of, having had a couple weekends where you're getting a routine at home, changing it up and just seeing how they handle that.
Yeah, I mean, a football field's a football field, track's a track, baseball field's a baseball field. But when you're at home, it's different. And learning how to adjust to the facility and adjust to the environment a little bit, that's part of this. Their track is just a tiny bit different than ours, but it's still a Mondo track. It's the same thing as this one. But all these tracks are a tiny bit different in different ways. Warm-up facility is different over there than here. So all of those adjustments you got to get used to, because this is going to be the conference track this year as well. So that's why we're going, is so that exactly what you're saying, you kind of get used to the environment. Where we stay. It's a 25-minute drive from where we stay to the track. It's a 25-minute drive home, back to the hotel. So, just adjusting to that, knowing you're getting to the warm-up facility, what time you're getting there, and all of that stuff is part of what this is about.
What I know there's the men and the women, but on the women's side, just being ranked and going up against a ranked Arkansas team, just how do you feel about your team right now, and then just what do they have to do to go up against Arkansas?
Yeah, it's more important that we go into the meet healthy and we come out of the meet healthy. That's right now, that's the most important thing. And you can do that and not compete hard, and you for sure can do that. This is about competing at your optimal level right now, and then let's see if you leave the facility in good shape. That's the challenge. Rankings are paper. We'll find out as we move forward kind of where things happened. Just like the men's team. I mean, we have a number of people who hadn't even been on the track yet. Or been in the high jump or done this or done that. So it's just we're trying to put a few more people on the track this weekend, and that will change the way we're looked at maybe a little bit too.
What do you think of Lamar? I guess her first weekend out there.
Yeah, I mean, she's SEC athlete of the week right now, and very well deserved. She is. The next bar was the Olympic qualifying bar, and that's in her sights. But for her first competition to be at that bar, that's pretty. I mean, that's outstanding. I've never had, in all my years, and I've had some really good high jumpers that on their opening competition jumped that high. So she's ready. Coach Zatania's got her ready to go, and it's just us planning, working, getting enough workouts in, getting enough competitions to where she's ready to go on that one day. We got to get it done. On that one day, we got to get it done. You don't get it done on that one day, here we go. It's outdoor, So that's our challenge.
Can you go back? So you're going to Arkansas because it's the conference?
Yeah, it'll be the conference championships will be on this track this year. So it's good for us to go to that track and that environment before that championships ever occurs. Yeah, the championship meet will be there. Yeah, SEC championships.
How do you feel about your different relays, not just the actual teams, but just the number of options for the individual events as well?
Yeah, we have a lot more options on the men's side than I do on the women's side right now. In fact, I've got one that won't run this weekend, so and she didn't run this last weekend. It's important that she's ready to go, and I've got to get her ready to go. And so this meet is not as important as getting her ready to go physically. And she could probably run about, like we were talking yesterday, you might be at 85%, but 85% doesn't get anything done, you know. So on the women's side, I have less options. We substituted this week on the women's 4x4, and actually we ran a little faster than we did the week before. So our group ran better, and that's a good sign. On the men's side, we ran better. The second group ran better. I had people on the second group run faster than people on the first group from time-wise on splits. So now I change up my first group a little bit more, and we'll see how much more competitive we can be. We're still going to run a B group up there because I want to see if there's somebody that's going to challenge that top 4. And I'm trying to find that top 4 right now. Yep.
And just how does the competition kind of ramp up, not just going on the road, but also with all the conference teams?
Yeah, with all the conference teams here, it brings huge talent to the facility. Just look at the national championships. The SEC dominates the national scene. We have for years and years and years. More national championships for the SEC for the SEC league. Track and field wins more national championships than any sport we have, and it's a very, very competitive environment. So, yeah, this is fun. This is where you start finding out what you're made out of. Yep.
Where do you feel like Connor's at with
Yeah.
the way he closed out last year on a pretty good high, and
Yeah.
I know he won his races back.
Connor is he is the kind of track guy that I like to have on my team, because here's a guy that wasn't that good, but he has worked so hard to put himself where he is right now. If everybody were like Connor Shuan, you'd have some amazing athletes. This guy has come a long ways. If great ones were to, if those guys who stepped on the track, who can really run or jump or throw, if they worked that hard and progressed as much as he did, they'd be absolutely world class right away. So he's moving himself into some elite environments, and he's worked hard to do it, and I'm really pleased with the way he's doing things right now. Yep.
Question for me, Coach. So we're obviously going to a highly competitive environment here. Kind of, does this give you an insight into your own athletes, but who can perform at those highest levels?
That's the value. The better the competition. If you shy away from the competition, if you let the competition get the best of you, if you're looking at your heat of the 60 meters and there's somebody in there that's run really fast, and you let the name get the best of you, then that's what we have to find out about you. The challenge is you getting the best out of yourself. I don't care who's in the race. And if you can do that, then I know we have the ability to be successful, because we have some talented people. So it's that challenge. That's what this is about. Yeah.
Everybody good?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep. Thank you all.